My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is August 20th, 2026. It is 1:47 a.m. There are a couple of tweets that I saw and a YouTube video that I saw that sort of made reference to some stuff that I said, I would say slightly right after the election, 2024 election. So they were making, I saw it and I started watching and I was like, oh, let me share it with you and share my thought, which pretty much somewhat confirm some of the things that I have said. Oh, I just upload something about Haiti. That'll be next week. And just to have background, okay, somebody are unsubscribing. I think earlier was 5,011 or something. Anyway, let's go on that channel. Okay, so this is the video. YouTube, that's what I mean by that. So we're gonna review this video. There are several TikTok videos, I think at least 4 or 5 I'm gonna go over, which pretty much somewhat confirm some of the thing I have said a little bit right after the 2024 election. And the same thing can be applied, okay? Lately I've been saying this. Some of these issues and topics and warning that I have said and recently about Dominican Republic, be careful, because right now you might have the upper hand in term with Haiti, because these people, they love to push people in front, okay, other groups, other minorities, to do their dirty work for them. That video that I just showed you, this one, I didn't do a thumbnails for it. It's the plan they have for Haiti. That video. Lately I messed up on the numbers. So right now it's saying season 6 episode 423. That video, where it explained what they have about what they had planned for Haiti, to invade Haiti, to drop a bomb in Haiti. Haiti is minding its own business. Haiti is trying to survive. Haiti is trying to do everything, okay, to be on its feet. But these people, the plan that they had was to drop a bomb on Haiti. The reason they didn't drop the bomb is that once they drop it, they can't really occupy the area due to radiation. So they abandon it. So these people do not have anything positive in their brain. Nothing positive. And even though they were going to drop it in Haiti, it would affect Dominican Republic as well. So this is why lately I've been saying for Dominican Republic to be careful. They're giving you money to go and do some unthinkable, inhumane kind of things. At the end of the day, when everything is said and done, nothing is gonna last forever, okay? Whatever we are facing right now, globally, especially in the United States, whatever we are facing right now, we will overcome it. Some of us will make it, some of us will not. But at the end of the day, those who survive, or those who have their name somewhere where your great grandkids in the future will be looking back at this time, how will they look at you? Will they be proud of you? Because so far, due to previous experiences, things that we have seen, many young people who look back and their ancestors, when they see their ancestors were doing the fighting, okay, for survival, to do the right thing, they were on the right side of history, their great grandkids feel so proud of them. Would you want your great grandkids in the future, when they look now, how will they feel about you? Because there are some many very good Dominican. The same way, everywhere you go, there will be some nasty, shady people, and there will be some really, really good, down to earth people who risk their lives to save you. I could see that in Dominican Republic as well. But so far, what we are seeing, the government, similar to what the Trump administration is doing, making every single American look bad, okay? Including some MAGAs, making the rest of us look bad. So this, the same thing, the same mindset can be applied to Dominican Republic, because they will push them, give you money to go and do inhumane things. When you look at Palestine, okay, Israel had the upper hand. They had all the top machinery, destroy their land, kids, you name it, women, children, adults, destroy. Now, almost every places that they go, nobody wants to welcome them. This is the thing, this is the example many Dominicans should look into, especially those who are in power, who have are in position to make those tough decisions. Because money is just a thing they're using for you to leave your morality behind. Okay? Because there are some good people. They have little, but they do some good with it. At the end of the day, when things get really tough, they will always find somebody to help them, especially those who remember what they did for them. All right, keep that in mind, Dominican Republic. Keep that in mind. All right, so where's the video? So let's start listening. As you listen to this, especially Dominican Republic, listen to some of these TikTok videos. And these are issues that I've raised in the past.
That moment when you go into a Northern Ireland bar and are immediately accused of being a bad person because you're from the United States.
There it is.
Doesn't feel very good. Culture shock, I guess. But we're staying in this cute little coastal town, and we went to just enjoy a beer, and we're like, we don't want to talk about anything or anything like that, and it just ended up with me in tears. So, if you're an American citizen, maybe just proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really confused at why I keep finding...
I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised at all. And the other thing as well, okay, people from other countries, maybe this is what they're trying to do, and which is what also had happened to the United States. Which, so many connections, a lot of African American, the true African American, foundational African American, were fully aware of this. When many of those immigrants, like myself, we come over here in the United States, some of us, we're not telling you to forget your heritage. Never forget your heritage. But at the same time, when you go to a new place, do not disrespect what was there for you. Okay, this is the problem the United States has. Many of these people were running away from whatever they were running away from. And once they come to the United States, they implement the same BS they were running away from. Perfect example, the Cubans and some Haitians as well. And I guess some people have to learn the hard way. They had to learn the hard way. Especially the Cuban, they bring the same mindset and vote for a long time, especially Florida. Always turn red. They vote for Republicans, despite the fact that they know the Republicans are not for their best interest. So we're not telling you, or I'm not telling you, to forget your heritage, where you came from, but respect what was there already. I mean, I'm not just saying it out of the blue. Couple years ago, I did a video. Someone from the UK, actress, came to the US, and I still can't remember what she said. It's probably in the video. She said something, and I was so upset because knowing how hard many actors and actresses and African American work their butt off to create this platform for them to be able to come here and work. And then we already know how much the system is trying to exclude African American. They will rather hire someone, a dark skin, someone from another country to come and take place of African American. They have some issues with African American. When I see other people, especially dark skin, brown, come here and disrespect African American, I take it very personally because I am one of those who benefit from the work of African American, foundational African American. If you've been listening to some of my podcasts from the beginning, I'm not just saying it. It didn't come out of the blue, okay? I've been saying it for a very long time. It may not be specific now, but I've always shared those thoughts with you. So when you go to any countries, especially people from other countries, Europe or whatever, even Jamaican, you go to Jamaica, Jamaican need to be very careful when other people come to their land. Don't bring their stupidity over there. They could bring the good, but they have to respect the culture where they are from. You go to the United Kingdom, even though I have some issues there, I still have to respect what they have over there. All right, so this is the thing. Don't bring your nonsense over there and then expect the culture, the country that already have established, and then you want them to implement your stupidity. It may not be stupid. I don't want to say it's stupid, but implement the things you left behind. If you really wanted where you like the culture, your homeland or whatever, stay in your homeland. There's some people who don't have the option because of political reason and whatnot. But don't disrespect the place you go to and things like that. But anyway, let's listen to this guy. I'm moving it back slightly. Okay, but now.
You're an American citizen, maybe just proceed with caution.
I'm really confused at why I keep finding MAGA followers on my page. My page is to help people escape the USA. Let me be clear, MAGA. You need to stay in the United States. You voted for this outcome. You cheered for Trump. You demanded this chaos.
This is the thing. This is the same thing with the derangers. They don't know how to stay in their space. They love to spew nonsense on other people's page. We don't want them. This is the same thing. They have some issues. They expect people to take their nonsense, and we're telling them, you don't like us? That's fine. You have the right to not like us, but don't come in our space to say your stupidity. That's why every time I come across them, I just block.
Now, you get to live with it. Most people in the world disagree with you and do not want to see you. The anti-American sentiment that's growing is not aimed at every American, it's aimed at you, at the people.
Well, it's a little bit, it's more difficult for white Americans because the majority of white Americans voted for that. So white Americans who go outside of the US, all right, they can't differentiate MAGAs and non-MAGAs when you're white. But I'm pretty sure one of the things that I've said after the 2024 election, at least 92%, okay, almost 100% of black foundational African American voted for Kamala for sensible thing. We didn't say Kamala Harris was perfect. Nobody's perfect. But it was the better candidate that we had. How do we usually say it? Better of the two evil, lesser of the two evil. That's it. Lesser of the two evil. But you know, those white MAGAs, they knew this guy is a pedo. He's done some things with kids. He's in the Epstein file. He's put kids in cages. That alone, okay? Nothing can stop the Epstein thing. Can tap the Epstein thing. But at least in the very first term, he put people in cages. That alone is the simplest of the simplest. Innocent people, kids, and cages. That alone, on top of many other small little things that I'm aware of him doing, that should tell you don't put him again. And he's been telling you what he wants to do. He wants to shoot protesters. He wants to do this. What?
Served as the chief of staff of the Department of Homeland Security under the Donald Trump administration. I would go into the office, I would read my intelligence brief, and then it was my job to help the Department of Homeland Security his own political purposes and to fuel his own agenda. The California wildfires. On a phone call with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, he told FEMA to cut off the money and to no longer give individual assistance to California. He told us to stop giving money to people whose houses had burned down from a wildfire because he was so rageful that people in the state of California didn't support him and that politically it wasn't a base for him. The policies at the border, he wanted to restart zero tolerance and separate families. He said he wanted to go further and have a deliberate policy of ripping children away from their parents to show those parents that they shouldn't come to the border in the first place. A lot of the time, the things he wanted to do not only were impossible, but in many cases illegal.
Is happening now. Okay? He gave us a preview. But it's mostly for white American. It's difficult for white American. Even though, African American have issues as well, because no matter where they go around the world, they already poison the mind of people whenever they see any dark-skinned people. All right? This, white people around the globe, especially in Europe, this is something you guys need to check. Not every dark skin is bad. The same way there are tons of white people who are doing some really savage things. But not every dark-skinned people you see, you already treat them like a criminal. So that also has to be addressed to many European countries globally. All right? Okay, I'm moving it back again.
Demanded this chaos. Now you get to live with it. Most people in the world disagree with you and do not want to see you. The anti-American sentiment that's growing is not aimed at every American, it's aimed at you, at the people who supported the guy who wrecked alliances, praised dictators, pulled out of climate agreements, and made the US look like a circus on the global stage. So when you think you can just pack a bag and move somewhere else to get away from the downfall of the USA, nope. Other countries have been watching you and your party. They saw the rallies, the chants, the hate that you enabled, and they do not want that hate exported into their communities. You voted for isolation, you voted for division, you voted for a man who promised walls. My page is for the people you voted against. So don't follow me and stay in your burning country that you created.
All right, some of those things that Trump have addressed in the US, he's more upfront with his stupidity. All right? Those things that people around the globe is rejecting. You know, the UK had it too, but they just address it differently. All right, so the UK, it's very weird. It's not funny and it's not weird, but there's a lot of people now. I'm noticing it more lately. Now people in the UK are talking how much they dislike some of the things, but before they didn't speak at all. But many of those things that are being displayed politically in the US originate in the UK. All right, you could go back to some of my old videos. I've addressed them.
I was in Paris for the last few days and they just genuinely hate us.
When it comes to Paris, France in particular, they better be careful because Bojo's sister, okay, have warned.
I was in Paris for the last few days and they just genuinely hate us.
When it comes to Paris, France, they better be careful because Bojo's sister, okay, have warned us. They wanted the United States newspapers to be a form of entertainment.
We're going to see some sort of state regulation of the press. I genuinely hope not. I don't want the press to be in a last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry. And I think it's in all our interests that we have a thrive, and we got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
All right. She mentioned the U.S. And the state, and then France. So the France better be careful. All right. This is why I keep on saying the United States, the BS that's going on is on a pedestal for the world to see. So people in France, pay attention to what's going on in the United States, because the same BS will be and can be transported in France. And then we have this guy, what's his name? Something Baron. It's one of those, this guy, he's travel around Europe promoting MAGA, okay? I have his picture. I have a picture of him with Trump. He's been going around the world, especially in Europe, promoting MAGA type of things. All right? So if you are wherever you are, this is the kind of thing he's promoting. It's displaying right now in the United States.
Not want that hate exported into their communities. You voted for isolation. You voted for division. You voted for a man who promised walls. My page is for the people you voted against. So don't follow me and stay in your burning country that you created.
I was in Paris for the last few days, and they just genuinely hate us. Like, I told a few people who said, like, where are you from? American. And they literally just wanted to smack me in the face. They were like, are you a bad person? And I was like, I was like, no. They were like, do you like Trump? I was like, no. But it was a vicious hatred. I had one conversation with this guy late night, and he was like, you are the leader of the free world. You are not setting a good example. And it's like, when a French dude says it, I just want to disagree. I'm like, I agree with you, but it was tough. It was tough.
It has to do with our education system, because I think people who are from France who stumble on my video, or you regular watch some of my videos, I think there's a town in France that celebrate, which war was that? Where the U.S. helped deliberate them during one of those world war. And every year they bring the kids out. Let me see if I could find it on Google. Let me pause. All right, so this is what I type on Google. Which French town that celebrates the U.S. helping deliberate them? I don't know. I'm thinking on top of my head. Let's see. Okay, Sainte-Mère-Église. It's in Normandy. In Normandy is the famous French town that celebrates its liberation by American forces during World War II. Key details about the town and its celebration. The liberation. On June 6, 1944, D-Day, paratroopers from the U.S. 82nd Airborne Division landed in and around the town, making it one of the very first places in France freed from Nazi occupation. I think they celebrated every year, annual event. Every year, the town hosted large-scale D-Day commemoration. This celebration features parades, concert, historical reenactment, and modern U.S. paratroopers jumping into the area to honor the historic sacrifice. Okay, they celebrate that. They used to have our respect. Now, what Trump is doing, I think to a certain degree, in my humble opinion, those leaders, let's say Putin, people in the Middle East as well, they just mess him up, pay him to do this thing from the inside. And Israel, let's not forget Israel, to destroy it from within. These are not new on my channel. I've mentioned many of these things. All right, so which town did I say? D-Day, Normandy that celebrate the U.S., the D-Day. And America is celebrated and honored every year. And in school, they should be teaching all of this stuff from slavery up to here, because everything is a lie. the parts that will help young kids understand the foundation of the country, they remove the books. They don't want kids to read those books. So.
And let me make something absolutely clear, unless it wasn't already. If you voted for Trump, you are not allowed in Mexico. You are not allowed in Cabos, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Aguascalientes, none of that. Guess what, baby? That's all in Mexico. You don't like us, we don't like you. Don't go there. Stay in your country. Figure it out. Vacation, I don't know, maybe Nebraska perhaps. What are the red states that you love so much? Stay there. Don't have margaritas, don't have tequila, no tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you. Stick to what you know. Maybe a burger, perhaps. No cheese.
I'm in Japan right now.
Let me pause for a second. I'm a little bit, I could understand Mexicans who are in Mexico and all of that. But the Mexicans that are here, they also help put Trump in office, especially in Texas. Many of them still can't. I don't know if it's colorism that's really ingrained in these people. I don't know. But it's for me, I find it a little bit tough to talk about Mexican, because when you look at California, Texas, a lot of part in the South were part of their territory. It's the way the U.S. get it from them. Each one of them have their own history. But when it comes to voting, like in Mexico, in Texas, I think many of those politicians, those MAGA type of politicians who are in office, is due to also the helping of the Hispanic community, and majority of them are Mexican. I don't know. Let me see something. So this is what I asked Google. What is the percentage of Mexicans voters or Republican in Texas? I want to focus mostly in Texas, because it's right next door to Mexico. Okay, exit poll and statewide survey shows that support for Donald Trump, I didn't ask for Trump, I just said Republican, and the Republican Party among Latino Hispanic voters in Texas reached roughly 55. That's a good percentage during the 2024 general election, though subsequent polling in 2026 indicates that favorability has fluctuated. Okay, so a good portion of them, this is why I had a little bit skeptical to say certain things about Mexican, because majority of them are Republicans. They vote for people who's helping destroy the country. All right, so you could pause and read this. All right, let's go back. Where was I? This.
And every single time that I say that I'm from the United States, people look at me with disdain and disgust, and I have to explain myself every fucking time.
People vote for a guy who's doing things with children. Again, Dominican Republic needs to pay attention to these things, because these are the group that's paying those politicians and Dominican Republic to do the bidding for them and do some stuff to Haitians. Again, I've said this in past videos. I'm not talking about people. I understand every country must protect their borders and everything like that. But once the person is in your country, there's a way of treating them, okay, and get them out. All right. I'm not complaining about, you're not letting them in. No, I truly believe that you have to protect your borders, because you don't know who's coming in, who's coming out. That's a fact. You must protect it. But once the person is in, how do you treat them? They're not animals. They are human beings. There's a way of treating them. Take however they do it. I have no experience on these things. Pictures and fingerprint. Make sure they don't come in. And keep a database and say don't come in anymore. All right? And Haitians should know, but by now, I don't know why they keep on going over there anyway.
I've been to Europe. The same fucking thing applies. It is embarrassing at this point. I have no words for it anymore. It's just disgusting and embarrassing. I have no fucking words.
I can absolutely answer this question for you. The reason why Americans can't see how messed up we are is because we've been indoctrinated and the rest of the world has not. The rest of the world is not subjected.
Well, there's African Americans, majority, let's say 92% and 80% are not indoctrinated. There's some people who they grew up being entitled. They have everything laid out for them. It seems like they don't know from right and wrong as long it doesn't affect them. So they are okay to see others in pain. The kind of humane feeling, they do not have it, and they don't know how to put things in perspective. No matter what they have said, there are things you cannot be indoctrinated in. I mean, I don't know. But let's listen to her.
To our level of indoctrination growing up, most of us are raised to pledge allegiance to the flag and the United States of America. And we are taught in schools that we are the best country in the world, and all other countries wish they could be us.
What is it? I don't have those lists anymore because I lost it. I can't recover it. ISO Speed, when he was going around, pretty much around the world, he went to Asia, he went to Africa, and there were some places that he went. He was shocked because over here they don't show those things. For most people in the United States, when they think of Africa, they're thinking people being in a hut, when you go camping in a tent or something like that. That's the idea that they have for Africa. Meanwhile, some places in Africa are more advanced than the United States.
So we literally go to school and hear this over and over and over. And we get...
And then they're teaching majority of the kids lies. They don't want to teach them true history. The true history, the books that teach history, they don't want them to use it.
A giant overinflated sense of worth in this country. So at this point in time, many people, myself included, have done the work to deconstruct all of it. And yet, a subset of the population who voted in our incoming president haven't done that same work. And it shows.
Find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changed.
I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
Changes for the better.